Chapter 1558. Pigs are also quite cute. Chu Yang smiled and said. Other than being cute, they can also be eaten and have many uses. Dooku was so angry that he wanted to die. He gritted his teeth and said, What conditions do you have? Say it. I'll do my best. You're saying it as if I have some ulterior motives? Chu Yang said, I know what you want, but I can't give it to you. I have great use for this thing. If I give it all to you, what should I do? I can't possibly destroy my own plan for you, right? Dooku said, I don't want it all. You're just giving it to me temporarily. I'll give it back to you when I'm done with it. Chu Yang shook his head firmly. Give it to you temporarily? Give it back after you're done with it? How long is this temporary? 1 day, 2 days, 1 year, 2 years, 10,000 years, 20,000 years, or 100,000 years? If I give it to you, it's equivalent to giving my meat bun to a dog? No, no, no. Chu Yang shook his head like a rattle drum. It won't take that long. Why don't you accompany me? That should be fine, right? Dooku only felt his temples throbbing. He rubbed his temples with his fingers and said hatefully, It's fine. If I accompany you, wouldn't that mean that I'm helping you? You're really good at scheming. Not only are you calculating my things, but you're also calculating my people? With such scheming, I really don't dare to deal with you. Chu Yang said worriedly. Besides, who knows how much you'll use? If you use it all up, I won't even have a place to cry. There's no medicine for regret in this world. Not to mention that I'm so busy now. The Tianding Grand Assembly is about to start. The situation in the martial world also needs us to create some public opinion to guide it. Chu Yang made excuses. It was obvious that he wasn't willing to help. No matter what you say, I won't agree. What are you going to do about it? Dooku was furious. He couldn't bear it anymore and stood up suddenly. You're fucking pretending. If you keep pretending, I promise you that when we open the City of Elves and restore the Holy Land of Elves, you can take whatever you want. There must be a lot of good things in the remains of our City of Elves. They're all left behind from ancient times. You should be satisfied, right? How about it? Give me a straightforward answer. If you don't agree, I'll turn around and go back to the three heavens. Deal? Chu Yang didn't wait for him to finish speaking. Instead, he agreed in a loud and clear voice. His lazy body straightened up, and he stretched out his hand with a swoosh sound. Let's slap our palms as an oath. No one can go back on their words. Dooku looked at the white palm that was placed on the tip of his nose, and blinked his eyes. For a moment, he was actually unable to react. What was going on? Wasn't Chu Yang very unwilling to go to the border just now? How could he agree so readily? Was there a conspiracy? Dooku faintly felt that he had fallen into a big trap. But he couldn't think of what kind of trap he had fallen into, and what he would lose. He had been eagerly waiting for Chu Yang to agree at first. But he had now become paranoid and didn't dare to make a decision. What do you want? Tell me frankly. Dooku asked suspiciously. You don't want to go? You're such an indecisive person. Chu Yang felt as if his bones had been taken out of his body. He sat back down lazily. Forget it. Smack. Dooku made a prompt decision and smacked Chu Yang's palm that hadn't been retracted yet. Dooku shouted. Let's make an oath that we will never go back on our words. It's settled then. This guy was actually going to go back on his words? How could this be? Dooku made a prompt decision, and immediately slapped the table. Chu Yang threatened. That's what you said. But if you don't keep your word, I won't be able to do anything to you. Your cultivation is so high. May the heavens punish me. Dooku hurriedly interrupted with a face full of smiles. That's good, that's good. When are we leaving? I know that you're very anxious. Chu Yang's face was full of smiles. He had an attitude of thinking for your sake. The other brothers also echoed with smiles on their faces. Everyone felt as if a big stone had been lifted from their hearts. They let out a long sigh of relief. Dooku felt that something wasn't right. He asked in bewilderment, What do you think? There's no time to lose. The sooner the better. Chu Yang said straightforwardly, We can leave now too. Sweetheart. Dooku finally confirmed that he had indeed fallen into a trap. He rolled his eyes repeatedly. The most tragic thing was that until now, he still didn't know what he had fallen into. Never in his wildest dreams would he have thought that the 8th fragment of the tribulation sword was in the city of fairies? Even if he didn't beg Chu Yang to bring him there, Chu Yang would also beg him to bring him there. Because, other than Duke Yu, this pure-blooded elf, there was no second person in the entire heavens who could find and open the remains of the city of fairies. Now, not only could Chu Yang get the 8th fragment of the tribulation sword as he wished, he could also obtain many unexpected surprises along the way. He could wantonly plunder the remains of the city of fairies. How could he not be overjoyed and overjoyed? Mo Tianji rolled his eyes. He finally confirmed that this bastard Chu Yang, in terms of treachery and cunning, he was not below him at all. This was originally a place that the brothers couldn't go even if they wanted to. But he actually managed to get such a good offer that was like a pie falling from the sky before they reluctantly agreed. What a weirdo. I'm convinced. Li Xiongtu, who was still in a deep coma, was carried over by GMO and placed on the bed. Just to look at this guy, GMO didn't even participate in the meeting to discuss the next step. One had to admit that Li Chuanbua was indeed a 10,000-year-old monster. If he said that he would be in a coma for 3 days, then he would be in a coma for 3 days. From the looks of it, if there was no external force to wake him up, it would definitely take 3 days for Li Xiongtu to wake up on his own. It was good that he was in a coma. To be honest, everyone frowned at this guy. Most importantly, they didn't know how to tell him the bad news of the Li clan. Everyone knew that this guy had a fiery temper and was as straightforward as a donkey. To put it nicely, he was a straight farmer. To put it bluntly, he was even more stubborn than a donkey. If he really knew the bad news that all the Li clan members who participated in the battle were sacrificed, everyone died and only he, who didn't participate in the battle, survived, he would probably go. It was precisely because of this that Chu Yang and Mo Tianji placed GMO beside him to watch over him. Meng Huanhuan also rushed over at once. She stayed by Li Xiongtu's side, her face full of worry. It wasn't because Li Xiongtu was in a coma. She was similarly clear about Li Xiongtu's character and personality, and even more so about the possible consequences. What do we do now? We can't keep watching over him, right? Why don't we wake him up now? GMO rubbed his hands, somewhat eager to give it a try. He was rather tired of the mission of guarding a man. Mo Tianji frowned. Wait a while more. Let me think about it. What else do you need to think about? What are you worried about? If Li Xiongtu can't even take this blow, how can he be worthy of being my enemy for life? Dong Wushang snorted coldly. Although he said so, Dong Wushang still respected Mo Tianji's decision and didn't rashly wake Li Xiongtu up. Mo Tianji's mind stirred. That's right. If he sinks into depravity just like this, he will indeed be an unworthy piece of trash. External forces have always only been supplementary. Being at ease with one's own heart is the foundation. After he finished speaking, he glanced at Dong Wushang. Speaking of which, the person who understands a person the most is ultimately you, the greatest enemy of his life. I boast that I'm good at scheming, but I often overlook a person's heart. I'm ashamed. Meng Huanhuan suddenly raised her head and focused all her attention and gaze on Dong Wushang. She exclaimed, "You are Dong Wushang?" She suddenly recalled that Li Xiongtu had mentioned this person more than once before. The person whom Li Xiongtu considered to be his greatest rival in this lifetime, the person whom he had been chasing after all this time, was called Dong Wushang. Now that she had finally seen him in person, Meng Huanhuan saw that Dong Wushang had a tall and sturdy build. Even if he wasn't using his martial arts, he still looked like a hero who dominated thousands of soldiers and dominated the world. She couldn't help but be moved in her heart. Only such a heroic figure was worthy of being Li Xiongtu's opponent. That's right, I am Dong Wushang. I believe Li Xiongtu must have mentioned me to you? Dong Wushang laughed loudly and said, If Li Xiongtu really can't take it anymore and breaks down, then I'll kill him with a stroke of my saber and give him a quick death, ending all troubles once and for all. After he finished speaking, amidst Meng Huanhuan's exclamation of surprise, he slapped Li Xiongtu's head cleanly. From his palm, a surge of pure origin energy poured down from the top of Li Xiongtu's head. Li Chuanbua's palm energy had long reached the level of being able to control it at will. The force used to knock Li Xiongtu unconscious was just right, and definitely wouldn't really hurt Li Xiongtu. Thus, it was also relatively simple to save him. He only needed to use pure origin energy to stimulate Li Xiongtu's Baihui acupoint. The next moment Li Xiongtu shouted, "Kill!" All of a sudden, he flipped over and jumped up. Everyone tensed up and locked their divine senses onto Li Xiongtu. Dong Wuxiang was especially nervous. Don't be fooled by his carefree attitude earlier. When it really came down to it, he was still nervous. If Li Xiongtu really became dispirited or committed suicide out of guilt, the one who would feel the most uncomfortable would be Dong Wuxiang. Li Xiongtu stood there like a javelin. Seeing that everyone had gathered around him, there was still some confusion in his expression. Then, his gaze slowly slid across everyone's faces. His expression slowly calmed down and became cold and stern. Then he fell silent. Chu Yang said softly, "Li Xiongtu, I believe that you've already guessed some things. Therefore, I won't say any more. Do you understand what I mean?" Li Xiongtu nodded heavily. His voice was more or less hoarse as he said, I understand. Then, he lowered his head and asked in a hoarse voice, "They're all dead, right?" Chu Yang nodded and said affirmatively, "Yes, they're all dead." To the current Li Xiongtu, this sentence was a little deliberately added cruel. But Chu Yang still said it. Dong Wuxiang was right. To men, things had to be faced. There was no use in running away. Li Xiongtu took in a long breath. Raising his head, he asked in a deep voice, "Where's Elder Master Li Chuanbua? He's dead too?" Chu Yang said, "He's gone too." His body and Dao dissipated, and he turned into flames. Chapter 1559. Li Xiongtu's body suddenly shook, and he fell into a dead silence. After a long time he slowly raised his head, as if his head weighed thousands of kilograms. His eyes shone with an extremely sharp light as he stared at Chu Yang's face. He asked word by word, "Who killed him?" "Who?" "Xiao Qinyu, the first clan master of the Xiao clan." "Xiao Qinyu." Li Xiongtu nodded slowly, as if he had already engraved these 3 words into his heart. He laughed tragically and said, "I will take revenge. I will take revenge for the elder ancestor." Suddenly he looked up to the sky and roared. Using all his cultivation, he said word by word, "I will take revenge. Xiao Qinyu." The roar spread far and wide, echoing back and forth in the silent sky of the northwest. All the Li clan members who heard it stopped what they were doing. They stood solemnly in the snow and quietly shed tears. Then Li Xiongtu maintained his upright posture and looked at Chu Yang. He said slowly, "What about the women and children of the Li clan? Are they dead too?" "They survived by luck," Chu Yang said. "But the Northwest no longer belongs to the Li clan." Li Xiongtu nodded and said, "I understand. Thank you." Then he said, "Huan, let's go." Meng Huan stood up gracefully. Li Xiongtu took the lead and actually turned to walk out just like that. He had only taken 2 steps when his body suddenly shook. Then, he suddenly spat out a mouthful of blood with a wah sound. The blood shot out like an arrow and actually made a small hole in the ground. "Li Xiongtu!" Dong Wuxiang shouted. Li Xiongtu and Meng Huan stood at the door but didn't turn back. Dong Wuxiang exuded a violent and domineering aura. The turbulent air roared and rushed toward Li Xiongtu. Dong Wuxiang said in a low voice, "You are too slow." Li Xiongtu slowly turned back and met Dong Wuxiang's gaze with an equally sharp and domineering gaze. Dong Wuxiang's eyes were full of provocation and violence. "Thank you for the reminder," Li Xiongtu said in a low voice. "I will catch up to you. I won't make you wait for long." After that, he turned and walked away. But his steps were already as firm as iron. Chu Yang sighed and said, "Li Xiong Tuesday. I don't know when we'll meet again after we part here. But before we part, I want to give your wife a gift. If we meet again in the future, you have to repay me." He raised his hand. A purple jade bottle slowly flew out. Li Xiongtu didn't turn around. He grabbed her hand and replied straightforwardly, "If I can ascend the heavenly palace in the future, I will definitely repay this favor." Without another word, the majestic figure supported Meng Huan and strode out. Obviously, he knew what Chu Yang had given him. The most precious gift that the Tribulation Sword Master could give was the heavy pill. which was something that only the Tribulation Sword Master could give. Chapter 1565. Chu Yang frowned. He waved his hand, and a bang sound was heard. The guy who had shouted the most exaggeratedly, and had said that he was at the scene, spun wildly in the air with a mouthful of blood. He flew out of the window while spinning, and fell on the street with a plop sound. Then, a tragic scream came from outside. Maybe I didn't say it clearly just now. I want to know the truth, and don't want to hear lies. After all, my time is also very precious. Yes, novels are faster and better. Chu Yang smiled as if he wasn't the one who had hit the guy just now. Everyone likes purple crystals, but I can take out so many purple crystals to ask about this matter. Firstly, I have them. Secondly, I value this information very much. From the Shi clan to here, even if one has the cultivation of a supreme martial artist, it would take at least 10 days. My palm strike just now was to test him. I thought that he was a hidden expert, but he couldn't even withstand a single blow. This guy is at most a king, but he dares to boast shamelessly in front of me. Sparing his life is already an extrajudicial mercy, a small punishment but a big warning. Just now, I didn't clearly state my rules, but this will not happen again. If there is such a person who speaks without thinking, swindlers, and tries to deceive me again, then he doesn't need to live in this world anymore. Did everyone hear my words clearly? Now who still thinks that he knows the whole story of the Shi clan's destruction? Please come forward and answer me. Chu Yang sneered and said coldly. For a moment, everyone in the restaurant was as silent as cicadas in winter. It was true that wealth was tempting, but good things needed to be enjoyed with one's life. If one was blindly greedy, not only would they not get any benefits, but they would also lose their lives. After a moment of silence, a young man stood up and said respectfully, Sir, what do you want to know? Maybe I know a little. I can answer 1 or 2 questions. I will tell you everything I know. Of course, if you think that what I say is useless, you don't have to give me purple crystals. Chu Yang looked at him for a while and said, If that's the case, please come over and sit down. Tell me slowly. Thank you. The young man thanked him and walked over. Everyone continued to eat and drink. What I said just now still counts. I'll be the host. Chu Yang cupped his hands and bowed before sitting back down. The originally gloomy atmosphere in the restaurant gradually became lively again. After all, being able to eat and drink without spending money was a bargain. If there was an advantage, even if this place was dangerous, he would take it first. Actually, the truth of the matter is still uncertain, because the news only reached here in the past 2 days. The man said, Let me introduce myself. My name is Tao Feng. I have a nickname in the Jianghu Inquirer. After a while he suddenly roared angrily. Which part of me looks like a housekeeper? You come back and explain to me clearly. Even though everyone had a lot on their minds, they could not help but hold their stomachs and laugh. Not long after, the dishes were served. Everyone buried their heads in eating and drinking. However, there was not the slightest bit of laughter from before. All of them had a lot on their minds. After everyone finished eating, Chu Yang threw 2 purple crystals to settle the bill. The group left the restaurant without stopping for a moment. Tianji, what have you thought of? Chu Yang frowned and asked. Even though Chu Yang had already vaguely guessed the conclusion, he still did not want his guess to be true. He hoped that Mo Tianji could give another answer, because the consequences of his guess were really serious. Looks like you have thought of it too. What you thought of is exactly what I thought of. I also have no other answer. Mo Tianji sighed. Judging from the current situation, there is only one possibility, and that is that the extraterrestrial demons have made their move and slaughtered all living things. There is no life left. Chu Yang nodded with a lot on his mind. Indeed, other than the extraterrestrial demons, there is no one else who can create such a shocking result in a moment like this. There is no life left. Even though the Dharma Supreme also has the aura of the extraterrestrial demons, he definitely does not have such a cultivation. To be honest, I have already tried my best to overestimate the abilities of the extraterrestrial demons. However, I really did not expect them to be so terrifying. I believe that even if Wu Jueqing used all his means, he would not be able to create such an outcome. Mo Tianji took a deep breath. Xu Yang sighed. There is no comparison between the two. The extraterrestrial demons exist above the heavenly imperial court in the first place. They do not belong to the heavenly imperial court, and are even able to attack and defend against the people in the heavenly imperial court. Towards this lower level of the plane, of course, they are even more unstoppable. Millions of people, all gone in one night. Xu Yang's voice was extremely heavy. Not to mention one Wu Jueqing. Even if there were 10 Wu Jueqing attacking together, they would not be able to do it. Even if Zi Xieching were here again, she might not be able to do it. The horror of the extraterrestrial demons can be seen clearly. Even though the two of them did not speak to outsiders, the group of brothers could all hear them. Instantly, everyone felt as if their hearts were being pressed by a lead block, unusually heavy. Chapter 1566. In the entire Shi clan, it seems that only Shi Paoxiao, who has reached the peak of first-grade supreme martial artist, is qualified to escape from the extraterrestrial demon. So Shi Paoxiao is missing. In other words, to escape from the extraterrestrial demon, one must at least have the cultivation of a first-grade supreme martial artist. And only he can escape. After Shi Paoxiao disappeared, he didn't show up. Normally, when something like this happened, he should have rushed to the Yi clan or the enforcers immediately. But he didn't. This means that he is missing because he fell into the hands of the extraterrestrial demon. And he is seriously injured. He can't even take care of himself now. So, if a first-grade supreme martial artist wants to escape from the extraterrestrial demon, he also has to fight with his life. Xu Yang took a deep breath and smiled bitterly. According to this model, if you and my brothers really fight against the extraterrestrial demons, not to mention that we have no hope of winning, what are the chances of us escaping? The brothers were silent. Xu Yang directly said that there was no hope of winning, and even the chance of escaping was extremely slim. These words were not without reason. Based on the analysis of the information that they currently had, if the two sides really met, perhaps none of them would be able to escape. Even Xu Yang, the master of Calamity Sword, might not be an exception. From the perspective of the world, the extraterrestrial demon's power is already extremely terrifying. But I still feel that this so-called extraterrestrial demon is more or less weak. Gu Duxing frowned and said, since the extraterrestrial demon can fight with the Imperial Court of Heaven, it should be easy for him to destroy the Double Heavens continent. But now, he only destroyed the Shi clan, and Shi Paoxiao escaped. This strength may not be really invincible. After all, this is the Double Heavens continent, not the Imperial Court of Heaven. If the extraterrestrial demon can come and go as he pleases, this place would have been long gone. Mo Tianji said, so, this extraterrestrial demon is definitely not an ordinary person. After arriving, he immediately attacked and destroyed the Shi clan. Shi Paoxiao escaped. Can we understand it this way? This extraterrestrial demon is very likely to be seriously injured, and it is very likely that he was beaten down, and he may even have serious injuries that are difficult to recover from. So, this is the result. If we infer from this direction, he killed someone. Not to show his demonic power, but to heal? Or something else? If we continue to deduce, to be able to be beaten to this point, what level of strength should he be at? Now this injured Sky Devil is indeed weakened, but how much of his power does he still have? Mo Tianji furrowed his brows and continued to unravel the entire story bit by bit. Instead, they chose a path full of thorns, which required them to continuously chop down the vines that blocked their path. The black fog was right in front, neither close nor far. His lean face was still calm and composed, like an ancient well without ripples. He, that strange person's voice said, if you leave this place, I won't care how you fight to the death. But as long as I am here, only I can kill. No one else can. Wherever I am, that is where I am the master of life and death. That strange person's voice was low and hoarse, but filled with a peculiar rhythm. When he said this, he sounded even more domineering and imposing, like a sovereign descending upon the world. The Dharma Supreme smiled lightly. Wherever you are, Only you can kill. Her. If that's the case, I will follow your rules and not kill him. He is just an ant. What harm is there in letting him go? That strange person was silent for a moment. Suddenly he started panting violently. Their panting sounds were as eerie as the weeping of countless ghosts. That strange man's temper could be said to be arrogant, domineering, and extremely dictatorial. If he was not injured, the Dharma Supreme's half-mocking, half-compromising attitude would be enough to arouse his murderous intent, and he would have killed the Dharma Supreme with his palm. However, at this critical juncture, if he could save a bit of strength, he would save a bit of strength. Most importantly, with his current cultivation level, being able to defeat the person in front of him was already his limit. Speaking of stopping him from escaping, he really had no confidence. The timing was delicate now. He could not do anything that he was not completely confident in. The Dharma Supreme asked, "Is this elder from the extraterrestrial world?" That strange person snorted and said eerily, "You are asking the obvious. I am the person you are thinking of." The Dharma Supreme smiled. Then, the commotion here must have been intentionally revealed by the elder to lure us here? That strange person was silent for a moment. Then he said, "You'd better not speak. Especially don't ask questions. I don't like answering others' questions. If you continue to spout nonsense, I am afraid that I will not be able to resist killing you." The Dharma Supreme's heart skipped a beat. He said yes. He thought to himself, this guy is really bossy and domineering. He has a lot of weaknesses in his character. These weaknesses can be exploited. This continent is actually called the Double Heavens continent. That strange person muttered to himself doubtfully. Suddenly he said angrily, "Bah, why should I? What right does such a despicable place have to be called the Double Heavens continent?" Towards this question, the Dharma Supreme and Yizue were both stunned. For a moment, they did not know how to answer, and did not know why the other party said that. Double Heavens continent. It seemed to have been called this for hundreds of thousands of years. What was the problem? Upper three heavens, lower three heavens and lower three heavens were called the double heavens. It was logical and appropriate. This guy's attitude seemed to be a little strange. It's all for the sake of purifying the sky demon chi of you two idiots. Humph. Don't even think about running away. If you don't play, you'll definitely die. The strange man sneered eerily. Previously, there was a member of the Sher clan who refused to play games with me. In a fit of anger, I slaughtered everyone in that clan, not even a cat or a dog. So you're really the one behind the Sher clan incident. The Dharma Supreme's pupils shrank as realization dawned on him. During this period of time, the Dharma Supreme had naturally heard about this incident, and he was the one who knew the most about it. After all, he was the head of the law enforcement officers, and also the one whom the remnants of the Sher clan could rely on to help arrest the culprit. It's me, so what? Do you want to play games? Don't play games where you don't mean what you say. My tolerance isn't very good. The strange man laughed cruelly. From his laughter, one could almost see that he was licking his lips greedily. Of course, this wasn't the case. He had killed so many people, and his original intention was for this so-called game. There were also some other reasons, but this matter couldn't be explained to the two in front of him. May I know what game Senior wants to play? What are the rules? How do you want the two of us to cooperate? The Dharma Supreme's eyes flashed. He thought to himself, if this guy wants to play games, it's definitely not simple. There's a high chance that it has something to do with the sky demon energy, or maybe it's beneficial for his recovery. Otherwise, he definitely wouldn't play games at such a time, and under such circumstances. But this guy kept referring to himself as I, and didn't refer to himself as this Lord, this Lord, this, and so on. That means, this guy's position in the sky demon land might not be very high. It might even be very low. The Dharma Supreme's eyes flashed. He had already come to a conclusion. Now let's start the game. The strange man couldn't wait any longer. He said, "Listen to me, let's start immediately. Kikik. This is a very interesting game. You might get addicted to it, Kikik. If the game satisfies me, the sky demon energy here can be collected by the two of you to your heart's content. Kikik." As he continued to talk, the The strange man seemed to be in a good mood. In the end, he actually laughed loudly. It was just that his laughter was really unpleasant to the ears. Yizue and the Dharma Supreme were both rather nervous and expectant. This game looks like it's no small matter? At the thought of collecting the sky demon energy to their heart, even the Dharma Supreme's heart couldn't help but beat wildly. You can rest assured, this game is definitely beneficial and harmless to the two of you. I can even conclude that after you've played it once, even if I don't bring you along, you'll automatically get addicted to it. The strange man laughed strangely. Then, his voice became even more hoarse. He coughed twice like a venomous snake and said, "Now let the game begin." A ball of pitch-black demonic aura suddenly surged out, enveloping both Yizue and the Dharma Supreme. Yizue suddenly realized that there seemed to be no one around him anymore. The Dharma Supreme was clearly right in front of him, but he couldn't sense anything anymore. It wasn't just the Dharma Supreme. Where was that strange man? The entire forest, and even the entire world had disappeared. In a trance, he was the only one left, surrounded by that ball of pitch-black demonic aura. It was as if this ball of demonic aura was the entire primal chaos. Then, Yizue suddenly realized that in this primal chaos that was completely formed by demonic aura, there were wisps of demonic aura entering through his nostrils and pores all over his body. As he breathed, they slowly entered. Then, in this primal chaos, specks of golden light suddenly appeared. They grew bigger and bigger, more and more obvious. They were actually rows and rows of golden words. Riches and honor, power over the world, supremacy, immortality, parents of one's parents, blood-related brothers, life and death brothers, beautiful wives and concubines, lifelong companions, all the people in the world commanding the world. Everything, everything, everything. As long as it was a desire that existed in one's heart, it was all here. Whatever one wanted, it was all here. Whatever one didn't want, or didn't expect, it was all here as well. All in all, there were at least 50 of them. That strange man's tired voice rang out. The large golden words here are what I concluded. They are the goals that a person desires to achieve the most, and the things that they desire to obtain the most. Everything is here. It's very comprehensive, isn't it? As long as one is a person, he will definitely have desires. Only desires are the source of motivation. That strange man sneered. Therefore, you humans are really very easy to control. As long as you grasp the key point, everything will be under your control. Let's officially start the game now. Both Yizue and the Dharma Supreme felt the veins on their foreheads bulging at his words. They couldn't help but ask, what exactly do we have to do? What are the rules? The rules are very simple. There are 50 choices here. That strange man said eerily. Now pick out the things that you desire the most and don't want to lose the most. You can choose. You can't choose one more or one less. Start choosing. How do we choose? They are all illusory and unrealistic things. It's even simpler. Whichever one you like, you just need to tap lightly with your finger, and it will be done. After you have completed all the choices, the others that have not been chosen will automatically disappear. That strange man said solemnly. Remember, although this is just a game, it is based on the foundation of both of you and the achievements that you can achieve in the end. Therefore, both of you must be careful and not choose wrongly. The moment you make a mistake, the one who will suffer the greatest loss is yourselves. The moment they heard these few sentences, especially the last sentence, even the Dharma Supreme became inexplicably cautious, let alone Yizue. When they looked at the 50 pairs of breasts, their gazes also became much more solemn. Let's begin. The strange man waved his hand. Another ball of black fog flew out, and merged with that ball of black demonic aura from before. Instantly, the two of them felt the black fog in their respective spaces become even thicker. The demonic aura that had already entered their bodies seemed to be driving their original cultivation, surging endlessly. Slowly, some changes also occurred in their hearts. Following this, the black demonic chi began to revolve, and the 50 types of desires in front of him also began to revolve. Each type of desire would pause for a moment when it was in front of him, giving them time to see clearly and make a choice. Yizue's brows furrowed as he stared at the golden words spinning continuously in front of him. When the words "I, the unique and righteous" flashed past him, Yizue suddenly felt a sudden change in him. It was as if he was standing at the top of the world, unsheathing his sword and looking around, killing whoever he wanted. Those who followed him would prosper, and those who opposed him would perish. Looking around the universe, I, the unique and righteous, commanding the heavens and earth, no one dares to disobey me. How exhilarating, how domineering, how yearning was that. He believed that no man would dislike the exhilarating feeling of being the unique and righteous. Yizue didn't even realize when he had raised his hand and tapped on the words "I, the unique and righteous," as if he couldn't wait any longer. The moment these 4 words were tapped, golden light shone brightly, but it was even more dazzling than the other golden words. Chapter 1569. Since he was already the most powerful person in the world, then he had to ask for a long lifespan. Otherwise, what was the point of being the most powerful person in the world for only 1 or 2 days? Therefore, Yizue's second choice was very straightforward and orderly. He immediately chose the option of immortality. This option also shone brightly. Yizue's mind was very clear, and he completely understood what he was doing. He had already chosen 2 of them. Not only was there no abnormality at all, he even became more and more excited, happier and more satisfied. In a place that Yizue couldn't see, those wisps of heavenly demon aura were continuously invading his heart meridians. At the place where the bridge of heaven and earth was, thick black fog was already beginning to spread. In the place where the thick fog spread, a pair of cruel eyes, like a vulture in the desert, watched the changes on Yizue's face. As Yizue's mind and meridians were contaminated by the demonic aura, more and more black aura would appear at the position of his brows. These signs symbolized that the heavenly demon origin in his body would become a little more intense. That strange man looked at Yizue's heavenly demon origin with some desire, silently licking his lips with his tongue. To him, this was something that was really useful for healing injuries. Lust was the driving force, and also the origin. But when lust completely suppressed rationality, and could trample on everything in life, it was demonic. Everyone has the heavenly demon origin in their bodies. He laughed strangely silently. The difference is just whether it can be stimulated. As long as it is stimulated, even if it's not a demon, it's still a demon. Demons are born from the heart, and all living beings are demons. I only need the heavenly demon origin. As long as it recovers, these 2 people will be my most loyal fighters. Since I'm here, I'll make this place my own backyard no matter what. Hee. As he thought of this, he couldn't help but reveal the proudest smile on his face. As for the Sure clan, I thought that after absorbing so many people's soul energy here, I'd be able to recover quite a bit. Who knew that the souls of the people there didn't have the slightest bit of immortal aura at all? After slaughtering more than 1 million people, I've only recovered less than 1% of my energy. It's actually not as much as the energy I expended. Instead, my injuries have worsened. This result is really outrageous. If I hadn't gotten that thing by chance, I might not even be able to get up now. He had no choice but to use the power of those souls to complete the myriad souls exorcism array. He didn't say anything more. It's more important that you don't spoil my grand plan. Wait till I completely subdue you. After waiting for a while, there was still no response. Yizue only thought that the other party had already been intimidated by his divine might, and was scared stiff, or even scared to death. He snorted in satisfaction and lectured, "Fuck you, be more obedient in the future. Don't make me angry, or else I'll kill you." That strange person's resentment was almost completely suppressed in his chest. He almost really died from anger. "You little brat, you're really daring. I've always made you feel good, happy, intoxicated, comfortable, and excited. How dare you treat me like this? I don't want to lower myself to your level now. When your demonic nature is completely awakened, just wait to become my slave. See if I don't order you around all the time. 4 options soon. Yizue's wish was fulfilled, and he became even more pleased with himself. He thought about it again, and thought that it wasn't enough just having these options. So, he casually added, "My parents, my clan is grand." However, he didn't choose blood-related brothers. Those bastards. Which one of them is worthy of being my blood-related brothers? I'm already immortal. What's the use of having blood-related brothers? He had these options again. It wasn't enough for him to be the only one in the world. He also had to have absolute power, the power to dominate the universe. Therefore, he chose invincible in the world. In an instant, he became a lonely expert, the kind who couldn't stand the cold at the top. But it wasn't good to always fight alone. It was too troublesome and tiring. You might as well get some loyal and devoted fighters. Yizue chuckled and reached out to point at brothers in life and death. But the moment he did so, his finger cut open. What's going on? Yizue asked authoritatively. The definition of brothers in life and death is to contribute to each other, go through life and death together, and relate to honor and disgrace. They are not fighters. That strange person explained very modestly and cautiously. Your definition is wrong. Oh, is that so? Yizue thought for a moment and said, then I don't want fighters. I want brothers in life and death. This time he nodded very smoothly. But that strange person outside sighed. This bastard's choice is directly equivalent to a useless effort. In the blink of an eye, it was the 8th choice. Yizue thought for a long time. When he saw his beautiful wives and concubines looking at him with resentment in their eyes, he let out a bitter laugh. Sigh, just having wealth, power and invincible strength isn't enough. There's also that happiness between a man and a woman. Therefore, he chose couple's life ability without hesitation. You only have one choice left now. That strange person's voice reminded him solemnly. Once this was done, the game would also be about to end. So fast. Why is there only one choice left? Yizue was stunned. He woke up from the boundless intoxication of being complacent. Yet he felt a sense of urgency, as well as a sense of dejection that he had wasted so many opportunities. Then, he counted the parts that he had chosen and finally realized, I have everything. I'm still freaking all alone. As an emperor, he couldn't just lead his own family, wives and brothers, could he? Yizue gritted his teeth and chose all lives in the world. All the choices were made. The strange person outside sighed from the bottom of his heart. Fuck. He had played this game so many times, but he had truly never seen such a weirdo. To actually use such a reason to choose all lives in the world, I really have to give it to you. Yizue pointed down. All lives in the world lit up immediately. The other 47 choices disappeared without a trace in an instant. In the vast land of chaos, there was only one choice left. The choice that Yizue had made, the wish to build his perfect life. Supreme in the world, immortality. Beautiful wives and concubines, parents and family, glory and wealth, invincibility in the world, brothers of life and death, all lives in the world, and couples life ability. All of them, not one less, not one more. Yet Yizue was still sighing. He was lamenting that he could still choose something better. Forget it. The world is not complete, and there is no such thing as perfection in life. Humans should be content with what they have. These are more or less enough. He really wasn't greedy. On the other side, the Dharma Supreme was also strictly following the rules of the game and making his choice seriously. Unlike Yizue, who made his choice casually, he didn't choose anything at all in the first round. He only seriously considered the implications of each choice as it passed by him, what he could gain, and whether he would lose anything after gaining it. After repeatedly weighing the pros and cons, he only started making his choice from the second round. At first glance, the choices he made were more or less the same as Yizue's, but upon closer inspection, they were poles apart. Moreover, the order he chose was also extremely gradual. In other words, he followed the most logical order of derivation. Strong physique number 1. Obviously, the Dharma Supreme believed that no matter what he did, he would need a healthy and strong body. Without a good body, it would be difficult to achieve anything. Even if he managed to accomplish it, he wouldn't have more opportunities to enjoy it. Invincibility in the world number 2. Immortality number 3. In other words, it was only after he had these that he started thinking about immortality, followed by supreme in the world. Since he was immortal, he naturally had to build a career. Commanding the world number 5. Life in the world number 1. Then came his parents and family. Number 8 was his brothers of life and death. Chapter 1570. The Dharma Supreme's and Yi Zue's choices were almost fundamentally different. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that they were worlds apart. After the two of them finally made their choices, the Dharma Supreme closed his eyes and rested, carefully checking if there were any changes in his body. Yi Zue, however, was vexed. It was as if the Dharma Supreme and Yi Zue had both chosen beautiful wife and beautiful concubines who are as beautiful as the clouds. As for the option of lifelong companions, husband and wife in life and death, the Dharma Supreme and Yi Zue seemed to have a tacit understanding as neither of them chose it. Now that all the choices had been made, the game was also nearing its end. In the game, those inexplicable emotions were still lingering in their minds. Yi Zue was still smug, while the Dharma Supreme was forcefully restraining his thoughts. Both of them were eagerly waiting for that strange extraterrestrial demon to announce the final result. What kind of results would there be? And what benefits would there be? Have both of you made your choices? The extraterrestrial demon's voice was like a cat seeing two rats that had swallowed rat poison, full of cruelty. I've made my choices. The Dharma Supreme frowned, looking at the shining choices in front of him. He said, I completely don't feel that there's any meaning in making such a choice. What a boring game. Is it really that boring? In this illusion, as long as you select any choice, you will be able to get the corresponding feeling. That strange person chuckled coldly. Your cultivation is relatively higher, so by right, the feeling should be stronger. But now, this feeling doesn't have much effect on you. It's because you are in a high position now and can get whatever you want. You have a deep understanding of the feeling, so you can temporarily suppress it. But don't worry, you will have a deeper understanding soon. The human heart is limited. The more you suppress it, the stronger the rebound will be. The strange person laughed strangely. Yi Zue said, Is the game done now? Can the final result be revealed? The extraterrestrial demon chuckled and said, Done? How can it be done? This is just the beginning. Just the beginning? Both the Dharma Supreme and Yi Zue were stunned. Now wait a moment. I'll test this one first. That strange person's eyes turned, and he said to the Dharma Supreme. The Dharma Supreme remained silent, but deep in his heart, he was contemplating. Although this illusion was ingenious, it was still a little lacking in terms of truly trapping him. If he really wanted to leave, he was confident that he could leave at any time. Let's see what kind of tricks this guy has up his sleeve. The next moment, the Dharma Supreme keenly discovered that the surrounding sounds had also disappeared without a trace. Naturally, the sound wouldn't disappear for no reason.